Welcome to Medical Student Life in Japan, a podcast created by a teacher and a group of medical students at Nara Medical University.
We are a small medical college in the Kansai region of Japan. This podcast has two great purposes.
One is to share stories about being a medical student here in Japan.
And also for our students to share fun ideas, opinions, and information about Japanese culture to people all over the world.
Thanks a lot for listening. Okay, welcome back to Medical Student Life in Japan. And today I have a special guest, Satoshi.
Hello, Michael. It's great to see you again.
It's great to see you again. Satoshi is now a 4th-year student, and he was in some of my classes early on. Especially we talked a lot when he was a 1st-year student.
Yes.
He always was good at English and interested in English. So me and Satoshi had many chats, but I haven't seen you very much in recent years because of the pandemic.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. So it's good to see you again. So I invited Satoshi to come in for a conversation. How about we start with a self-introduction?
Okay.
Can you tell us about yourself?
Yes. Hello, everyone. I'm Satoshi Suzuki. I'm in the 4th grade of medical department, and now I'm joining in the ESS club, and I'm the leader of it. And I'm doing some experiments in the immunology lab. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And actually, I started to live alone from this May.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
And I'm enjoying living alone.
Okay, great. Well, that's a good introduction. So you mentioned ESS Club. What is ESS Club?
So ESS is English Speaking Society.
Oh, Speaking Society. Oh, great.
Yeah. And it's a club where we can speak English with some members and wonderful teachers. And we can improve our English abilities. Yeah.
And so did you join in 1st year?
Yes.
Okay, so you've been in the club for 4 years.
Yeah.
And he said he's the leader, so president of the ESS club.
Maybe.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. That's a good title.
Oh, thank you.
So what kind of responsibilities do you have as the president of the club?
Maybe nothing.
Oh, that's good.
I have to keep the ESS club active. So, during the pandemic, it was really difficult to interact with each other.
Yeah, it's too bad.
But recently, I just started the face-to-face activities.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Like what kind of activities?
So it's a daily activity.
Oh, nice.
So during the lunchtime, we gathered to the English seminar room together and speak with friends and teachers.
Nice.
Yeah.
How about any other things besides speaking English at lunchtime? Do you do any other group activities outside of school?
I'm planning. So
cool.
We are planning to go somewhere. So something like a trip. Yeah.
Cool.
And actually, I'm planning to go to Hokuriku region. Also,
Hokuriku region. Okay.
Maybe Kanazawa.
Kanazawa. Okay.
Yeah.
Kanazawa is close to the Sea of Japan.
Yes,
right?
Yes.
So for our audience who might not be so familiar, probably from Osaka, maybe 3 hours.
Yes, about 3 hours.
3 hours or so by train, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. And it's famous for its Kanazawa is famous for its traditional town like Kyoto.
Oh yeah.
So it is often called small Kyoto.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah. In the Hokuriku region. Yeah.
They have that really famous museum in Kanazawa.
Yes, maybe 21st century.
21st century modern art.
Yeah.
Or contemporary art museum. Yeah.
Yes.
Have you been there before?
Only once or twice.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But the food is delicious.
great, yeah.
Yeah, raw fish.
Mm,
Yeah.
cool. So some trips maybe this winter?
Yeah, this winter,
Okay.
maybe this September. No, this December.
December. Oh,
Yeah.
Christmas.
Yeah, maybe Christmas.
trip. Good. That'd be nice. Yeah. Well, I mean, you can go on Christmas in Japan because, Christmas is not an official holiday here,
I
right?
see.
So, yeah, and I think a lot of young people like to hang out,
Yeah.
right, in Christmas. So
And
that'd be good.
boyfriends or girlfriends.
Boyfriends or girlfriends or ESS club. Or,
Yeah.
well, that's cool. So you're doing the ESS club. Yeah, now that the pandemic is still kind of happening, but
Yeah.
yeah, things are a little more open at our universities. So
Yeah.
getting back to some normal activities, that's great. And that's one of the reasons I saw Satoshi, because he's been coming to lunchtime English.
Yes.
And then you said you're in a laboratory.
Yes.
Yeah. Can you tell us a little bit about that experience?
Okay, so I'm doing some experience by myself, and my research theme is stem cell therapy of COPD.
Oh,
So COPD is chronic obstructive pulmonary disease.
wow.
So it's in the medical field, it's a famous disease,
Right.
because some people smoking every day or
That's right.
become COPD,
I see.
and it's difficult to breathe in the air, and they are getting inactive. Yeah. And my goal is to make a stem cell therapy a good one. Yeah. And so
Can I ask one question?
yes.
Just for maybe someone listening who doesn't really understand stem cell therapy.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Yeah. What exactly is stem cell therapy?
I see. So stem cell is a cell,
Right.
which has multipotency. So multipotency means the cell can differentiate into many types of cell.
I see.
So like iPS cell,
Right.
or ES cell. So stem cell therapy is difficult to explain, but
you're doing great. Yeah. So far, it's very clear.
So stem cell therapy is to use stem cell as a source of normal tissue. So we in the stem cell therapy, we we inject stem cells in the body, and the cells going around our bodies.
Right.
And in the injured tissue, the stem cell differentiate into
that type of
cell.
Tissue, the healthy tissue for that area.
Healthy tissue.
So that's a great explanation. So if I can understand correctly, in your research, you're looking at stem cell therapy for a very specific condition.
Yes.
Which oftentimes is associated with people who smoke.
Yes.
And these stem cells could potentially replace the damaged cells in
exactly.
the lungs.
In the lungs.
Okay. And some ambulance going by. We are at a hospital, so that happens from time to time. One question that might come up is, well, how will that stem cell know to become such a healthy lung cell, for example, or to replace a damaged cell? Or
so how to know the damaged area?
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
It's a really difficult.
It's really difficult. Yeah, I guess that's like, if you can figure that out, maybe you get the Nobel Prize.
maybe, might be.
Yeah.
But the damaged tissues,
right?
Emit some kind of signal,
okay.
And the stem cell, catch the signal, and then they go to the damaged area.
I see.
And change into healthy tissue.
Okay.
But about 1%, only
Mhm.
about 1% of
Mm.
stem cells
Mm.
go to the lung, according to the
I
previous
see.
research.
Oh, okay.
So it's a
It's a
difficult.
difficult region. So it's more likely to go to other regions.
Yes.
For example, what's the most likely
Um,
if the lung is very rare, only
uh,
1%?
I'm not so sure,
Okay.
but maybe the cell dies or
I see.
yeah,
It's not able to locate the proper
yeah, proper
region,
air region.
the damaged region, and so it just
Yeah, just only 1%.
I see. Oh, okay.
So
So your goal would hopefully be to increase that percentage.
yes.
I see. And that's what you're researching.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. And you've been doing that for a couple of years or
For
just in
about
fourth
a
year?
year.
About a year. Okay. All right. So then you have the ESS club and you're also going to the laboratory. And as we
Yes.
talked earlier,
Yeah.
sometimes on the weekend as well,
Yes.
because you're such an active student. What other study are you doing in fourth year? Like regular classes?
So what I'm studying.
Yeah.
So in the fourth grade,
Mm.
we study clinical medical sciences
I see.
like cardiology
Mm.
or respiratory medicine,
Mm.
emergency medicine.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, something like that.
Mm.
And we just finished studying clinical sciences.
I see. And you
Yeah.
had some tests, maybe?
Yes, we
Okay.
have two big exams.
The big exams. Okay.
Yeah.
Mm.
And I finished them. And from this December,
Mm.
we will start to do clinical clerkship
Okay.
in the university's hospital.
So you get to
Yeah.
visit different departments.
Yes.
Mm.
And so we follow a doctor and we see the patients.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Yeah, maybe.
It'll feel like finally you're really a
Yeah.
medical student.
Yeah. So
So far, it's just been textbooks and lectures and
yeah,
tests, right?
exactly.
And now finally some active study.
Yes.
Oh, that'll be fun.
As a student doctor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there a particular department that you're really curious about or interested in, or you've heard interesting things about?
Actually, I'm interested in obstetrics
Mm-hmm.
and cardiology,
Okay.
but I'm trying to find some areas I really like during the clinical clerkship.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that's a good chance to kind of figure out what is really interesting to you and
Yes.
where you want to go as a real doctor in the future.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So far, I couldn't find any fields I'm really curious about.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's still early, so you have time.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
I get.
Maybe.
Yeah. All right. So, I'm sure our audience is like, wow, Satoshi, he's quite a busy student, which you are. You are a medical student. So you got your ESS club, which is a big thing, and then the laboratory research,
Yes.
and of course your regular study. Is there anything you like to do outside of studying?
Traveling and taking photos.
And taking photos. Okay.
Yeah.
So have you taken any trips recently?
Yes, I went to Okinawa,
Nice.
especially Ishigaki-jima,
Ishigaki Island. Yeah.
Yeah. And I enjoyed diving, snorkeling, and swimming in the sea.
Sweet.
Yeah.
That's fun. Yeah. So diving, scuba diving?
Yeah, scuba diving.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. I've always wanted to do that. I haven't done that yet.
I see.
So maybe Okinawa would be a good spot to do that. Was it easy or had you done scuba diving before?
Oh, never.
Never.
So this
Okay.
is my first time.
I see.
Yeah.
Oh.
And actually, the diving is a little difficult for me.
Oh, okay.
Because
Yeah.
we have to breathe in and out only by our mouth.
Right.
So-
Okay.
So we can't use our nose
Right.
to breathe in and breathe out.
Yeah. So you feel a little limited or
Yes, yes.
maybe some panic.
Yeah, kind of panic.
Yeah, I can bet. Oh. And it was you and a few friends, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So but you had a good time.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I enjoyed the beautiful sea.
Yeah. Did you
and,
see any interesting
some
sea
creatures?
life? Yeah.
Yeah.
Any turtles or
Yes, turtles and manta.
manta
Yeah.
manta rays or right?
Yeah.
Eels and
Yes.
yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah.
And then you took some pictures because you like taking pictures.
Yeah,
Oh.
I like taking photos.
Hey, isn't there a photography club?
Yes, there's a
University?
photography club
Oh.
in this university, but I don't know why, but I'm not joining that
You're
club.
too busy. You're too busy. Yeah.
Because I hear
Oh.
the club is more like a drinking club.
Okay. Non-photography class. Oh.
I'm weak in
Oh.
alcohol.
Oh,
so
yeah. Well, that's better. You don't need to, you need to focus on being a good student and a doctor. So,
thank you.
yeah, taking pictures. Yeah, because you did show me some pictures from your trip earlier.
Yes.
Wow, it's really pretty. The
Yeah.
colors of the ocean are unbelievable.
Yeah.
I thought you had edited those photos.
No, I didn't edit it. So
Yeah.
I usually edit the picture because editing photos is
Right.
not so editing is also an important part
I
of
see.
taking photos.
Yeah.
But in case of Okinawa,
Yeah, you don't need to.
I don't need to edit the photos.
The water is like this unbelievable blue
Yeah.
that you just don't normally see. So yeah,
Yes.
it's really nice. And then the food is quite tasty in Okinawa, right?
Yes.
Did you try any
it was-
specialties, like
Uh-huh.
local specialties?
I ate Okinawa soba.
Okinawa soba. Okay.
Yeah, and it was really delicious.
Mm.
It is like something between ramen and soba.
Oh, okay.
So
Oh.
Okinawa, we call Okinawa soba,
Oh.
but it's not a totally soba.
Oh.
So it's
The
like
soba is buckwheat, I believe.
yes.
Yeah.
So maybe
You're
it is
using
something
some
like
other flour.
yeah, between the soba and ramen,
Mm.
and the soup was so delicious.
Oh yeah, that's great. Yeah, that sounds good. So Okinawa, and then maybe one last question about traveling. Have you ever traveled overseas, like outside
Yes,
of Japan?
only once.
Once. Okay.
I
And
went
where'd you go?
to Boston.
Boston.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah. It's a program of high school.
I see.
Yeah, and I went to Boston and I studied English.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
How long did you stay for?
about 10 days.
10 days. Okay.
So it's short, but
Yeah.
I enjoyed.
And did you do like a homestay or dormitory?
The dormitory.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. And a bunch of students from your school in Japan?
Yes.
Oh,
About 20 students.
20 students. Okay.
Yes.
Oh. And did you get to interact, like you went to the high school there or
No,
just language classes?
University.
University. Okay.
So Harvard University.
Oh, Harvard. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
So we interacted with summer school students from many other universities.
Wow.
Also Harvard students.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, and the cafeteria was really great.
Yeah.
And not food, but the
Atmosphere.
atmosphere.
Yeah.
So it's like
The food wasn't good?
And actually, not really.
Okay, well, we won't say anything.
So I just ate
Oh.
salad and apple juice.
Oh, some healthy vegetables and some carbohydrates.
Yeah. So when I returned to Japan, I lost 3 kilos.
Oh, did you? And our audience doesn't know, but you're already very slim. So your parents were probably worried about you.
Yes.
But the cafeteria, yeah, I can imagine because in Japan, yeah, I mean, especially like in America, for example, even in the high school or even junior high school, we have a cafeteria.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so this is quite common. I mean, you can buy food in the cafeteria, or some people bring a lunch from home, but we all meet and have lunch in the cafeteria. Whereas in Japan, typically through school, elementary, junior high, high school, you often eat in the classroom.
Yes,
right?
exactly.
Either you have a bento,
bento.
right? You bring your bento from home, or maybe the school lunch, but the school lunch is cooked somewhere else and then brought into the classroom.
Right? Yes.
Whereas in America, the cafeteria is kind of the meeting point for all the students to come together at lunchtime. So you're likely to, hang out with students outside of your class as well. Yeah. So it's always been a good kind of fun meeting place, right?
Yeah.
And then the university is kind of a similar atmosphere.
Yeah.
From my memory, it's been a few years, but in Japan, some universities, of course, have a cafeteria, but at our Nara Medical University,
it's not the case with this university.
Yeah, there's a cafeteria, but especially during the pandemic, are students allowed to go in there right now, or
not allowed to go there?
Yeah, okay.
But now we can go.
Now
there.
you can go, but like the last couple of years, they prohibited it because of the Corona thing. And so, yeah, there wasn't like a good place for all students to kind of come,
Yeah.
have lunch,
Yes.
relax and chat. And then also our cafeteria is also for, hospital professionals, doctors
Yes,
and
doctors
nurses
nurses.
and other employees. So
I see.
yeah, whereas maybe the college cafeterias tend to be a lot of students, right,
Ah,
coming together and hanging out.
exactly.
So that must have been a nice experience.
Yeah, I was surprised to see such a wonderful and large cafeteria
Yeah.
of Harvard University.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah, Harvard's nice. And did you do some sightseeing as well?
Yes, I did the sites of Boston only one day, but I enjoyed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
and I went to Boston Museum.
Okay.
Maybe it's famous.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe. Yeah. I've been to Boston maybe once, twice. Twice, but it's been a long time, so
Oh, I
can't
see.
remember if I went to a museum or not. But yeah, Boston's a great city. Lots of good sports teams in Boston, and
Yes. And it's also a traditional
a
town.
historical town. Yes, with
Yeah.
lots of great American cultural things.
Yes.
Right? Yeah, so I'm sure you get to see some of that.
Yeah.
The Boston Tea Party.
Tea
Yeah,
party.
yeah,
I
yeah,
know the
yeah.
tea party
Where-
case.
where they supposedly threw the tea overboard, or
Yeah.
because they were upset about the taxes coming from England, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, Boston's a cool town. Yeah, I should go back someday. All right, Satoshi. So it's been great having you today
Oh, thank you.
and getting to know you better, and I guess for us a kind of reunion, hearing about your college life. And
Yes.
sounds like you're living a very full college life, not only in classes, but in your free time too. So that's great.
Yes.
And hopefully you can come back again
Yeah, I will. I
and
will.
let's have another chat.
Yeah, I
And
definitely will.
yeah, I really enjoyed hearing about your research, especially, and the way you talked about it very clearly.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, so that was really interesting. I think our audience will enjoy hearing about that too. So let's do it again sometime soon.
Yes.
All right, so thanks for coming.
Oh, thank you so much too.
All right, talk to you soon.